This video is a demo for Deterlab tutorial. Uh, so step 1 is to design a topology. A topology can be designed with the use of an NS file which can be downloaded from this link. So this is the NS file. So we start off by defining the 4 nodes needed in the topology: node A, node B, node C, and node D. We then define the link and the LAN that connect these nodes using these set of commands. Uh, and then we can also specify what operating system is booted on these nodes. For example, on node A, FBSD11 will be booted and so on. And finally, static routing is enabled using this command. Okay. So the next step is to begin an experiment. So to begin an experiment, you'll have to log into Deterlab and go to my experimentation, begin an experiment. So here we give a name for the experiment and description for the experiment, and then we upload the NS file which was downloaded from the link that I showed you, and then we set idle swap for 1 hour. So if the experiment is idle for 1 hour, it will be automatically swapped out, and then we press submit, and the experiment will be swapped in. Uh, so this is my experiment. And once the experiment is swapped in, we get an email with the details of all the nodes and the LAN connections, link connections, etc. So these are the details. You can also visualize the experiment going into visualization, and you can zoom in. So you can see the topology which was created using the NS file that I just described. Once the experiment is created and it's swapped in, we'll have to access the nodes in my live experiment. So to do this, you'll have to first clear this. Okay, so you'll have to first SSH into your Deterlab account using your username and password. So let's do that now. So once you SSH into Deterlab, you'll have to SSH again into those nodes using the qualified names of those nodes. So to get the qualified names of the nodes, you'll have to go into details, and these are the qualified names. So just copy them up. So you'll have to SSH into those qualified names. So this is for node A. So now you're in node A. Similarly, you can do this for node B as well. So now you SSH into node B. Similarly, you can follow the same thing for node C and node D. Once you have access to all the nodes, the next step is to view results and modify the experiment. So to view results, like I said, you can go into the visualizations tab and see the topology of your experiment. And to modify the NS file, you can go into the NS file tab and click on modify experiment, and this takes you to this page where you can modify your NS file and click modify. So this is how you modify your experiment. The next step is to install RPMs on your nodes. So to do that, you'll have to first find out which RPMs are located where. So RPMs are always in the proj directory. So to find out what RPMs are present, you have to go into the proj directory first. So let's do this. So type ls to give the list of RPMs. So these are the list of RPMs present. So once you have the list of RPMs present, you'll have to modify your NS file so that RPMs are installed automatically on the nodes as they boot in. So to modify the NS file, you'll have to go into NS file, modify experiment, and type in this command. This command installs this RPM on node A. So when node A boots, this RPM is automatically installed in node A. Similarly, you can also install tar files automatically. To find the tar files, you'll have to go into this folder, type in ls, and you can see the list of tar files present in the proj directory. So similar to the RPMs, you'll have to modify the ns file and type in this command, which then installs this tar file on node C. So that is how you install tar files and RPMs automatically on the nodes. To verify that RPMs and tar files have been installed on the nodes, you can go into uh, details of the experiment, and here you can see that this RPM was installed in node A and this tar file was installed in node C. So this is how you verify that tar files and RPMs have been successfully installed on the nodes. So the final step is to run an application automatically in one of the nodes. So to do this, there is a special tb command, that is tb set node start cmd. The argument is to this command is the node on which the application should be run, as well as the path name of the program. And the output of this program can be redirected to a log file. So to do this, I first created a program in and another important thing is that the program that should be run should always reside in the /proj directory. So I created a .sh file in the /proj file directory. So I created this file shell file called myprog.sh in the /proj/ee542 directory. All I did in that shell file was echo ee542 lab1. So, and I changed my ns file. I put in this command. So once node A boots, it will automatically run the myprog.sh file and redirect it to testing.txt. So there is also a testing.txt file. So if I do this, ee542 lab1 will be echoed into this testing.txt. So this is how you run an application or a program from a node.